confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose, finding room in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of his game?
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rose. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Touchdown, Dolphins! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 43. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Finding Carter on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll set up a throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
I Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he spins past him and into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
second and long. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Lewis. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll throw now on the final play. A quick throw, but incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now as they begin the first series of the second half, I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 33 yards that time. Now, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, get in there. Let's go, fellas. Turn it up and roll. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's ride up. Let's ride up, baby. We gotta have it. Over, let's go. All right, go get him now. Come on, let's go. Oh, he's ridiculous.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Let's rock and roll. What's the deal, y'all? Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go, baby. Come on, man. That's right. Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. You ready to dominate this?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the
field. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, it's Rose. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 77 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, it's Rose. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Now a give right side. Rose. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Hey, what we got? Let's get some love. Let's ride, dog. Yep, seems like that. Play a little aggressive, baby. We gotta have it. Hey, Pat, come on, time to play. That's what I'm talking. Once again, we gotta get it done as a group. Let's go, man. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's do this.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 2. Got it complete to West. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete. This is Lewis.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds West.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1. Completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Remember, that was 4th at a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Hey, what we got? Let's do this, man. Show them what you got. Let's go, man. Here we go. They can't stop us. Let's do what we do every day. You know what we need, baby. I'm coming. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. I'll tell you when you slip.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Rose. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, James. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, James. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action, James. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
And some space here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. James. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
James now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, James. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. James under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up the bit a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. James. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick-6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Able to slither by. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I'm back to work, boys.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. James.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
To throw is James. Throwing on fourth down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. James on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. James. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Let's go, baby. Let's awesome. Let's go. Get it now. Who wants some? Once again, we got to get the ball. Here we go. Let's go now. Let's go. All right. I got you, baby. Let's get some love. You ready? You ready to roll? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Been there. Let's rock and roll, baby. Get your little play with me, baby. Get the swing, dog.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make it 13-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
What's the deal, y'all?
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's smart, baby. That's what it is, baby. All right, who left that? Let's turn it up. Let's concentrate on what we got to do here. They can't reach straight up. Let's do this, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Keep our boys. Hey, what we got?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This time, good ball security and a good result, 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on 1st down.
They'll get this to about the 38.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 34 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's James throwing to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! From 14 yards out. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. No gain on the play there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now James throwing on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. James. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. James.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. I bet you want it, boys. What's the deal, y'all? Come on, let's get some right. Get it all right.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And here now come the Falcons.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
James now throwing to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. James. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, James.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Off the play fake, James. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. So now the Eagles down by 8. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's do our thing. Let's do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
That's right. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Pay attention. He's about to catch that. That's how we eat. All right, who gets the money? Let's go, man.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get into the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to try and go deep again, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A little juke. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. James. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, man.
So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Bring it. Let's be perfect. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the push. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Go, baby.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you want. Fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
North Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, we've... The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Soldier Field.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Webster. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they go. Done. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Webster. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Looking to throw. Webster. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 10 yards out. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Let's do this, man. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go, baby.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
He'll look to throw. Finding Green complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, put it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Webster, he finds his man, complete. That's done. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off play action. Webster. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Let's go. Get it out of here. Show him what you got. Let's go to work. What's the deal, y'all? Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house. Come on, boy. Everybody's been that play a couple of times already. Hey, Luke. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Cole. Come on now. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Come on, baby. Hey, players, they can't stop us.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 9 now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Done. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on second down. Webster. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Webster. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. It's done. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Here we go. Let's roll. Let's be perfect. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I've seen that play a couple of times already. What's the deal, dog? Big week. Once again, we gotta be big time now. Every day, let's do what we do every day. We did it! It's showtime, baby. Let's go, man. Hey, let's go.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a bare touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him go.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Niners set to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Webster. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Bears 10.
It's showtime, baby. It's game time. Come on, baby. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Yeah, Let's go. Let's go. Play a little aggressive, baby. Don't let up. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Make it work for it. Let's go, baby. Get him going, baby. Let's go. Let's turn it up. Let's go. Give it some. Give it some. Guys, let's do this, man. Right now. This is your game, baby. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. I know you hype. Don't give him nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's rock and roll. I'm on it, boys.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you try to chip away at the lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And the reception made by Green. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A
touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Let's go. Let's go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Dunn. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On third down, it's done. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, done. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw. Webster. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now, he's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. Here we go on fourth down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Let's go, man. This is what you step up. Let's go now. Let's go. Pay attention. Pay attention. Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to let's turn it up. Come on now. Take that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chicago offense set to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On second down, it's done. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, done. And he's got this down to the 35.
90 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Webster. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Niners 42, Bears 20.
It's one plus jump, baby. Playmaker, step up right now. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's go as a group. Play a little aggressive, baby. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Pay attention. Pay attention. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's rock and roll. Let's go, man. Stay loose. Stay loose. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's done. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
off the play fake. Webster. He finds his man, complete. That's done.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On 1st down, done. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now. It's done. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Niners 49, Bears 20.
Pay attention. Let's have some fun. Let's get some going. Let's go. Don't give him nothing. Let's go. Don't give him nothing. Let's smart, baby. It's a big one now. It's a big one. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for the guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this one too low. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.